You are watching a clip from the Sports and Sorts podcast.
I said when we were making the predictions for these awards on that show, I said there are three things here. Who should win, who I want to win, who will win. For who should win, I said Andujar at the time. For who I want to win, I said Andujar at the time. For who will win, I said Ohtani at the time. This was as predictable to me as the World Series was. It just was.
Okay.
I can't get upset about it. It's a postseason award. I just don't care about that kind of stuff. To me, the only thing that matters is adding commissioners' trophies to the trophy case.
Yeah. See, I take a problem with it. I have a problem with it. And a lot of people are saying that they have a problem with it because a lot of Yankees fans, well, he didn't play. He didn't play that much. He only played so many games. He only pitched 10 games. You know, he only did this, and then you have the other side, which is like, yeah, but when he did it very well. I disagree with that. So, and there was a point in time during the beginning of the season where you asked, did we dodge a bullet because the Angels aren't pitching Ohtani against top tier teams? And there might have been a reason for that because
I still have a question about that, by the way.
Well,
I still question that
because he pitched against the Astros twice and
he
got bombed both times.
Shellacked, yes.
Bombed both times, and that's a team in his division, a good team. He pitched against the Red Sox once and got bombed.
Yep.
You know, he did well against Oakland, and you say Oakland was a great team. Not in the first half, they weren't, and that's when he pitched against them. He pitched against them twice in the first half, the first couple of games of the season.
Correct.
And he pitched okay against them. He had like a high 3 ERA or something like that.
Yep.
Gave up 3 runs, gave it 3 or 4 runs in a point of like 13 innings, something like that. So he's like a mid, what is that? Maybe a low 2 ERA then. But that was at the very beginning of the season when they were not the team that they were towards the end of the season.
Right.
If you look at all his stats, he did not pitch well against good teams. Just didn't do it. Did he pitch well against the Detroit Tigers? Yeah, he went 5 innings, gave up 1 run, struck out 5. Did he pitch well against Minnesota Twins? Yeah, he went 6 1/3 innings, struck out 11. Did he pitch well against the Seattle Mariners? No, he pitched okay. He gave up 2 runs in 6 innings. That's not great. Struck out 6, but he gave up a home run. That wasn't a great game, but he did win that game. But you look at the Boston, the Houston, and all that. He didn't pitch well against the Royals either at the beginning of the season. So, and that's a problem that I have right there. So if you take that into the fact that he could only make 10 starts before he blew out his arm. Did he really do something all that magical, with being able to do both sides? No, because he couldn't. He physically couldn't handle it. Now, will that change in the future? Yeah, there's a chance that could change in the future. But this year, he could not do it. So now I'm going to look into his hitting as well. If you look into his hitting, that's where everybody takes, oh my gosh, he had 26 home runs. If you look at it, Ohtani against the Astros batted .214. 1 home run and 2 RBIs and 42 at-bats. Against the A's, he hit okay, but he played them early a lot. So he did okay. He batted .278 against them with a .341 on-base percentage, 1 home run and 6 RBIs. The team that he kind of killed was the Rangers. 6 home runs, 14 RBIs, .333 batting average, almost a .400 on-base percentage. The Mariners, another decent team with decent pitching, .233. 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 43 at-bats. He picked on the bad teams. He picked on the O's, the Blue Jays, the Rangers, the Tigers, the Twins, the Royals. Those are the teams that he picked on. Against the Red Sox, 0 for 4. Against the Yankees, he batted .091. Against the Dodgers, he batted .200. Against the Rays, he batted .231. These are good teams that performed well. He played poorly against the good teams. That is a glaring object. Now, if you look at Andujar, on the other hand, hardest division in baseball, what is it?
The American League East.
American League East. Miguel Andujar batted .304 in the American League East against all of those teams. .304 against the toughest division in baseball. I'm sorry. That right there shows Andujar was a better player this year. He is not – He played at a higher level. Yes, did he pick on the Rangers too? Yeah, he destroyed the Rangers. The Rangers were a really bad team. That's why Shohei Ohtani, 6 of those home runs of those 26 that he had were against one team in their division. And their division was terrible for the most part. So I can't do it. I just can't give it to him.
I can't argue with the numbers that you're presenting. It's all facts. I mean,
I don't have a problem. I honestly thought that year that Fulmer, who won the award over Gary Sanchez, I felt like Gary Sanchez should have won it because he was on pace for like 65 home runs. He had like 200 at bats or something like that, and he had 20 bombs. He was batting at a high level. He was throwing out runners left and right. He played a good defensive, as well as he was a good defensive catcher. He should have won it that year because Fulmer was okay. But this is not the same. He picked on bad teams. He picked on really bad teams, and that's fine.
By the way, that was the other beef I would have made, too, is that if you're going to award it to Ohtani in a season where he did not play the full year, but then you'll snub Gary Sanchez, who probably clearly deserved it.
Mm-hmm. But he only had 200 bats.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's kind of
It's very similar, and actually you could say that Gary Sanchez had a bigger impact on his team.
Oh, there's no question he had a bigger impact on his team.
Because when Shohei Ohtani was there and wasn't there, they were still a bad team.
Well, it made no difference. Yeah. They're still, 80-win team? Yeah.
Miguel Andujar, his team went to the playoffs. All right. So,
and he was a big reason why they went to the playoffs.
He broke the all-time doubles record.
If you're asking me, did Andujar get robbed? Yeah, we all know we got robbed. Listen, I don't care. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if Damian wants to put together like a 5-minute segment on why Ohtani should have won. He can do whatever he wants. Did Miguel Andujar get robbed? Yes. Was there any way Shohei Ohtani was not winning this? No. He was winning this the second he signed there. He was winning that award.
Because he's a dual threat.
He's a dual threat. He's Ruth 2.0. That's why he won. That's it. There's nothing
Ruth
that you
pitched well against good teams, and he hit
You can break it down all you want, but actually, and you did break it down very well. I think very thoroughly, and all the evidence points to Andujar probably should have won. It was never going to happen. That's why I just can't. It's hard for me to get
I just have a hard time because I don't like people getting overlooked for what they did. And just because there's this magical thing that's happening that could happen, I have no problem with him playing in the Japan League. I had no problem. I would have had no problem with Hideki Matsui winning. I had no problem with Ichiro.
That was highway robbery too.
I had no problem with Ichiro winning the award. I have no problem with that. When you come here, this is your rookie year in the league. Do I think that they should count in Japan? Do I think some of the hits? I do think you should take them into consideration, but they are a rookie in this league.
Who was the guy that beat Matsui? Was it Geronimo Baroa?
Who knows? Who cares?
That's how irrelevant they are. Baroa?
That's how irrelevant they are. And I'm not hoping that Shohei Ohtani is that irrelevant. And
as I'm sitting here looking at my framed signed Hideki Matsui jersey.
Yes, yeah. The Ruthian, Shohei Ohtani.
Do you think anybody has a framed or signed Geronimo Baroa jersey in their man cave? I don't think so. Maybe Geronimo Baroa.
Not his mom. No, she probably doesn't even have one.
Maybe.
No. No, I'm sorry, Baroa. Geronimo.
Look, bottom line, Andujar got robbed. We all know it. Anybody with a brain knows it. But the bottom line is he was also not going to win. He was never going to win. It was going to be Ohtani's award from the beginning, and that's why it's just hard for me.
I'm fine with you accepting that. I'm just not. I'm not fine with the writers not doing their due diligence.
Well,
If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You have just watched a clip from Sports and Sorts, where we go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday on YouTube. Thanks for watching.